Welcome. Sorry to interrupt for a while, but I didn't have anything to do or to tell you about it. So let's continue our chapter of human body documentary. Chapter. Which chapter? Chapter 9. Okay, it's all in your genes. That's genes. That mean the kind of organ in your body. So here we are. We're going to talk about the main points. We're not going to discuss all the things inside the documentary or the story. So let's dive in and get started. Genes. This is the word. I will spell it for you. Genes. Genes. What that does mean? Genes are the natural library of information. They are made of chemical called DNA. So DNA make the genes, which tell the cells in your body to make different protein to produce it to your body or organs. So they decided how your body look like. So they decided the color of your eyes, the color of your skin, the thickness of your hair, the color of your hair, how tall you are, or how fat you are. So the genes control your body by sending protein to different places on the shape of your nose and ears. Human body have got 25 to 30,000 genes in his body. To make you, of course. It took this. All these genes took the same size for 3,000 books inside the computer. So can you imagine that a lot of information inside these genes? 3,000 books equal your genes in your body. So how much information you have to make you, the color, the size, the shape, or a lot of things. The third point, genes are joined together to make long line, which is called chromosome. Okay, CHROMOSOME, chromosome. It's nearly Arabian word. We are not knowing what it's called in Arabic. We study it like that. Chromosome. Most of your cells have got 23 pairs of a chromosome. So the cells contain from 23 chromosomes in your body. Half of these chromosomes come from your father, and the other half come from your mother. So when your father and mother marry and have a baby, which is you are going to be between your father and your mother. If your father had brown hair and your mother black hair, you might have black hair or something in between. Okay? Inside another part, fertilizing and have a baby. It's about the women. Inside the woman body, the egg are kept in the organ in the women or female, which is called ovaries. Ovaries, it's a part in the women. Let's draw. Okay. This is the woman body. Okay, the woman body, and this is the ovaries. Okay, ovaries here on the left side, I think, or on the right side, or one of them. The ovaries kept the eggs inside them, here or there. Okay, so this organ kept the eggs inside it. When the egg grow enough, when it's going to be growing enough to fertilize or to make a baby, okay, when it's grown enough, it will be leave ovaries to the fallopian tube right here, the channel which is, or the tube which reach the eggs from the ovaries to this place, okay, uterus. We're going to reach it right now. So through fallopian tube, and it's happen once a month for a girl. And it's going to start happen this kind of thing when the girl or woman between reached for 11 years old until 55 years old. It's going to stop to happen this method. So as we said, the eggs kept in the ovaries and then moved to the fallopian tube after that. Then after leaving the egg in the, it's going to enter the uterus. Uterus, U-T-E-R-U-S, uterus. And the ovary is called, spelled like that, O-V-A-R-I-E-S. Fallopian tube, it's easy. So when going to enter the uterus right here, the bag which the mother can hold the baby inside it. At the same time, and the uterus grow enough, this uterus going to grow during this time, and it's going to have a thick walls and capillary arteries inside it enough and gets thicker to take care of the egg if it's fertilized, and it will be stay inside this place if it's fertilized by the man animal, which is called sperm, S-P-E-R-M. So it's going to get out from the ovaries to the fallopian tube, and if it's fertilized by the man animal sperm, it's going to leave the fallopian tube to enter the uterus, and it's going to stay and stuck or fixed with the wall uterus, and then after fertilized, it's going to start the egg divided more and more until it's going to make a baby. In the place, if it's fertilized by a man, it's called sperm. Sperm. The definition of sperm. Sperm is a sex cells produced by a man or a male in animal or any kind of human or animal, okay? If it doesn't happen, if that egg exits the limited time and doesn't fertilize by the man, for example, the woman doesn't touch her any man, or she's not get married yet, so what going to happen? The egg will leave the tube and enter the uterus, and the uterus is going to break down all the walls, the thick walls which he built it in the past to prepare it for the fertilized egg, but it doesn't fertilize, so he going to break down all the walls and going to throw it through the vagina. Then it's going to get out from the woman body like blood, and it's going to continue for 5 to 7 days, and this circle happen once a month for every normal girls. Doesn't have any changing in her genes, so all this circle controlled by the genes. So how can you imagine the genes are really important to produce or fertilize or to grow and have a baby. Break down and go out as a bleeding, and which it's called. If it fertilizes after 24 hours, the egg cells will divide it into new cells. Then for 4 cells, 8 cells. After 72 hours, then will be a tiny balls of 60 cells moving in the ovaries. 5 weeks later, there are millions of cells, and a tiny baby heart start to beating. Umbilical. 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 An organ called umbilical contains arteries and veins to connect the baby with his mother, to help her or the baby to reach the food and the oxygen, and throw away all the wastes like CO2, carbon dioxide. This is called umbilical. Umbilical. Okay, umbilical. After 9 months, the muscles in the ovaries began to contract and pushed the baby out of the uterus or the vagina, and then the woman going to have a baby. Thank you very much to listen for me for this chapter. I hope to see you in another chapter. Bye.